What if a dream job meant never really growing up?
When they said the winner is Sean, I didn't know what to say. It made my heart so happy.
Sean Martin spends his days surrounded by colorful building blocks of endless possibility as the master model builder at Legoland Discovery Center, Boston.
I'm responsible for building and maintaining all the models that you see around the attraction here. Additionally, I work out on the floor a lot and interact with visitors, teach classes. It's a lot of fun.
Martin says he spent many of his childhood years preparing, though unknowingly, for a job just like this.
I've been playing with Lego bricks since I was a kid. I got back into them a few years ago, so when my brother saw that this job was open and knew I was looking for a job, he sent me the listing. Here I am.
But he didn't just interview for the playful position, he had to audition for it. A 3-round building competition. This is the construction project that impressed the judges.
Sean, congratulations.
The prize? A job of a lifetime. A perfect fit.
I loved science. I thought I wanted to be a physics major, and then math was way too much for me, so I did a hard 180 into creative writing. And so I've got a little bit of the science background and a little bit of the creative side. A lot of it is just practice with the bricks. I know different techniques. I know what I can do to make the shapes I want. So I just have to create an image in my head. And a lot of times I start with a story and then I convert that into the bricks.
Martin may be the only person who can navigate the entire city of Boston in just a few steps. He's responsible now for keeping Miniland and its incredible details of everyday life in Beantown, from the Prudential Center to Fenway Park to the harbor afloat. But it is moments like this when he can help build on the imaginations of the future.
2, 1, and there it goes.
To help kids see their own potential.
Being able to be creative and to meet all sorts of folks who come through and getting to see them just be so excited about finding things out in Miniland. I love it so much.
That really keep his wheels spinning. As for adults, I mean, how hard can this be?
So,
Alrighty.
Operation Boat, go.
You're a natural.
Who knew I was a boat builder-ish?
Advice for those looking to improve their model mastery.
Be creative, have an idea, and just go with it. It doesn't matter if it turns out right the first time, it's Lego. You can break it apart and try again the next time.
Clearly, I'm not going to be the master builder anytime soon.
Give it a few years.
But you said to start, right?
Yeah.
Water, a boat-ish.
But we think we did excel at this behind closed doors project.
So we're going into Miniland.
My photographer, Rich Ward, and I, in Lego form. Cheers to this very cool, odd job, where growing up is optional.
My name is Miles McAlpin, and I'm a bootleg toy maker.
Meet Miles, or Sir Collect-A-Lot. You can find him in his Arlington home studio, crafting bootleg toys.
There is a small community of people on Instagram that make bootleg toys where they repurpose old action figures or they use plastic resin to create their own action figures. And a lot of it is based around celebrities and pop culture.
Miles, furloughed from the travel industry during the pandemic, says it is an artistry born from time.
I needed a hobby. I had a lot of new free time on my hands and decided to find an art form that would give me something that I could do from home.
But how does one begin in the toy industry? Well, Mom and Dad's basement, of course, where many of our childhood dreams are held in boxes.
That was my first place I knew I could find some old toys of mine. And I started out by sanding things down, spraying them with primer, and then repainting them from scratch. And then I used things like clay to kind of add extra accessories or parts that didn't exist.
Add some Photoshop skills. And the first Sir Collect-A-Lot creation was born. Brent Rambo, a long overdue nod to a 90s GIF.
Been all over Twitter and the rest of the internet for years and years, and of course he never had his own action figure, so I just had to make it.
From there, unique twists on unforgettable characters, new takes on old films, and those that have made audiences laugh but fall short on recognition. Meet the parents, anyone?
Everybody knows Mr. Jenks.
Of course. But do you ever think he'd have his own action figure?
I had no idea that he would have his own action figure.
Famous folks too. Guy Fieri pictured here with his action figure. Miles says beyond commission work, he lets the day decide what he will be working on next and sells his work mostly through Instagram.
I really do like not knowing what I'm going to make on a certain day. I like to kind of just troll through Twitter and Instagram, see what kind of people are talking about, and if it's something that I find funny and I know that may kind of resound with an audience, then I like to kind of make that as quickly as possible.
Wow, Sir Collect-A-Lot has been so successful.
Yeah.
Miles has actually left his corporate job and is crafting action figures full-time. Also started a new website so you can find out about it. So he's doing just fine and enjoying it.
It's pretty cool. And back to Sean Martin. He's actually one of 14 master Lego builders in the Northeast, and he is in charge of 1 million Legos alone in the mini Boston Legoland area.
Wow, all
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Guys crushing it.
Yes.
All right, next, Nicole goes treasure hunting.